It's All You Can Vegas. Hey everybody, it's Derek, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you what is the worst buffet in Las Vegas. Now, how do we determine what is the worst buffet in Las Vegas? Well, I asked you what you thought was the worst buffet in Las Vegas on the All You Can Vegas community page, and there is a clear winner. According to you, the worst buffet in Las Vegas is Circus Circus. I don't suppose that's a real surprise to anyone. I did go to the Circus Circus buffet. You can click the link right up there and see what that was all about. It definitely was one of the worst buffets I've ever been to. So congratulations, Circus Circus. You have officially been voted worst buffet in Las Vegas by the All You Can Vegas community. Steve KCKM says, I have eaten at just about every buffet in Vegas since 1973. Some were just okay, many were fabulous. A few were below average. If they were below average but were a budget buffet, that's one thing. When the $2.99 Circus Circus buffet is now $18.99 with no change in the menu and quality, that's inexcusable. But that's not where the poll ends. There are plenty more responses. There were people who didn't think Circus Circus was the worst. They had their own choice. And I'm going to tell you right now the second worst buffet in Las Vegas. And it's actually a tie. That's right. There are an equal number of votes for the second worst buffet in Las Vegas. So here it is. The two second worst buffets in Las Vegas are the Xcalibur and Planet Hollywood. Now, you know, Planet Hollywood used to be considered one of the best buffets in Las Vegas, so that is quite a dive for it to be considered as bad as the Xcalibur, which has long been considered one of the worst buffets in Las Vegas. Those two are tied for the second worst buffet in Las Vegas, the Xcalibur and Planet Hollywood. You can click the link right up there and see my recent visit to the Planet Hollywood buffet. Now, there are other buffets in Las Vegas that the All You Can Vegas community considers the worst buffet in Las Vegas. So let's go to number 3. The third worst buffet in Las Vegas, according to you, is the Luxor. That's right, the Luxor buffet. I've been there many times, and I mean, it's all about how you look at it. It's all about your expectations, and I think that's true of any buffet in Las Vegas or any buffet anywhere. I mean, you have to go into it knowing what to expect. And when you go into the Luxor buffet, well, don't expect much. Brian Boone said that his worst buffets are Circus Circus, Gold Coast, and Luxor. And Vegas Con says, LMAO, Circus Circus was the worst 40 years ago. People ate there because it was the cheapest buffet in town. My dad took our family there quite frequently. Sonia Laverto says, I have never been super picky. Even most bad buffets have at least a couple edible things to fill you up, especially if they are comped. Can't really complain, but recently went to the Mirage and was flabbergasted at how bad everything was. And J. Kenneth Frack says, I found Gold Coast inedible even at the price. All right, so what about the rest of the ranking? Well, let's go through it. There's another tie for 4th place. In fact, there are 3 buffets that tied for 4th place. The 4th worst buffets in Las Vegas right now are Paris, the Flamingo, and the MGM Grand. Now, the 5th worst buffet in Las Vegas, it's a 4-way tie this time, so let's just get to it. The 5th worst buffet, it's a tie between the Mirage, the Rio, Harrah's, and Mandalay Bay. Now, there are plenty other buffets that made it in the poll from your responses about what is the worst buffet in Las Vegas. They had just 1 or 2 votes apiece, but I'll tell you that they are Palace Station had 2 votes, Treasure Island had 1, Gold Coast had 2, the Wynn had 2, Bellagio had 2, the Orleans had 1, the Cosmopolitan had 1, the Stratosphere had 2, South Point had 2, Riviera, the Boardwalk, Monte Carlo, and the Imperial Palace, they all had a vote, even though none of those are around anymore. But I have been to most of those, and yeah. Other buffets on the list that got 1 vote apiece, the Fiesta, the Texas Station, Silver Sevens, Arizona Charlie's, Sunset Station, the Tropicana, and Aria. Well, you can't please everyone. I enjoyed my time at Aria, and you can click and see my tour of the Aria buffet and all the meat that I ate. There's a lot of meat at that buffet. Just click that video right up there. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think is the worst buffet in Las Vegas. And be sure to subscribe for more, because there's always more to eat when it's all you can Vegas.